Hey, welcome. It is Coach Glenn the Bear. I am Coach Bear with RTHD, Road to Happy Destiny. Today is Saturday, April 25th, 2020, in this coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic time of year. We are shooting right now, and by we, I mean me. You might have noticed something a little bit different. I'm by myself today. So I am here operating the camera, and we got a little bit of a closer view. Hope that's not too bad for you. I'm not going to stand today because I don't know how that's going to work out. But I am shooting Season 2, Episode 6 of today's show. We are coming to you from Casa 15 Hundo in Metairie, Louisiana, right on the outskirts of Bucktown, baby. Right next door to New Orleans, Louisiana, in the 504, home of the Who Dat Nation. Who Dat, baby. NFL draft continues today, and hopefully the Saints have done well with all their picks, and we have a great season, or we do have a season coming up, and it is a great one. So, let's get started today's episode with a prayer, and it's going to be a short one. We'll do the Serenity Prayer at the end. We'll do the short version of that as well. So, grab my handy-dandy notebook, if you will. Prayer for today. I pray that I may use God's goodness so that I will be a blessing to others. I pray that I may accept God's blessing so that I will have harmony, beauty, joy, and happiness. And these are things we've been constantly talking about here in these previous 25 episodes of Road to Happy Destiny, RTHD. We had 20 episodes in Season 1, and today's Episode 6 of Season 2. So we've been talking a lot about what our prayer was about today. And again, this is not a religious show. If you don't believe in God or whatever the case may be for you, just insert whatever you need to insert in the place of God. But it's a great thought, isn't it? Those prayers that we're starting off with lately are things that we've been talking about here on the show. And I do like to call it a show or a program, whatever the case you like better is up to you. Okay. Some thoughts for the day. We like to go with those. And coming to you once again from Cousin Jeb in Lafayette, Louisiana. Here we go. 2 thoughts for today. 1, some people create their own storms and then get mad when it rains. Interesting. Think about that. We kind of tend to build things up in our heads, and then when we build them up and they come to fruition, maybe not quite to the extent we build them up, and we still get a little aggravated, irritated when we kind of had planned for it happening. So I like that thought. Let's go with thought number 2 for the day. And again, I'm sorry, I'm adjusting to this whole me filming myself situation. So if I'm not bringing it right now, I apologize. It's something new, and whenever we do something new, there's always a few little bumps in the road, right? Bumps in the road. So we'll get through it. Thought number 2 for the day. Faith is not being sure where you are going, but you go anyway. Think about that. I like that. Faith is not being sure where you're going, but you go anyway. There was a saying, a quote a couple of years back from a player that played for Bill Parcells, Coach Bill Parcells, on a couple of different teams. And they asked this player why he was so loyal to Coach Parcells and why he always, wherever Coach Parcells went to, no matter what team he went to go coach next, this guy always seemed to be not far behind in joining that particular team as well. And they said, you know what, why is this? Why do you do that? And his answer, I just loved it. I'm not going to give you the exact quote, but it was something to this effect. Man, if Coach Parcells went up to the top of a mountain and yelled down to me, "I have cheese up here," He said, not only am I going up there, but I'm bringing crackers, because he had that much faith in that particular coach. So that little story goes hand in hand with the thought for today. Not being quite sure of where we're going, not being quite sure of where I'm going with this show. But I'm going anyway. I'm going along for the ride. I'm going along for the journey. I hope you're coming along too. By the way, we riding? Well, I'm with ya, homie. So, yeah. All right, now it's time for Into Action. And for today, I'm going to kind of continue to revamp Into Action. And I really do want to stress that you should get a notebook for this. Something where you can chart what you're doing each day, along the lines of, how the topic is changing a little bit. And so, get yourself a notebook if you can, or if you're doing it on paper, keep those papers together, staple them together, so that, again, you have a reference point so that you can look through, kind of like I've been looking through my notebook for topics we've discussed and things of that nature. Now, if you don't want to do that, hey, that's up to you. But just a suggestion. All right, today I'm going to ask you to do one thing from each of the following categories. Okay? 1 is going to be gratitude, like we always do. 2, favorite things. Favorite things. Something that you like to do, and it's one of your favorite things. Maybe hobby, if you will. How about that? Okay? And the last thing that I want to touch on is drive. Drive. And I'm going to get to that in just a moment. Okay, so I want you to write down one item for each of those 3 categories. Gratitude, whatever you're grateful for today. Favorite thing, maybe one of your favorite things to do, one of your favorite things to watch, whatever. It's just some sort of favorite thing. And again, it could be a hobby. A lot of people find a lot of pleasure in their hobbies and really get a lot of peace and joy from those situations. And when drive, we talk about drive. We talk about what motivates you. What do you want to drive towards today? What do you want to go into action with today? All right? And so here is my list, and you be jotting down yours while I go over my list. Gratitude. I know it sounds cliche, but I'm grateful for another 24 hours. I want to try and capture the day. I want to try and win the day. I am just grateful. My routine on Saturdays and Sundays is slightly different than Monday through Friday. So I am grateful for the fact that on these 2 days, I've got to try and fill in the places to round out my daily routine for the day. So I'm just grateful for that opportunity. Grateful for a new day. Grateful for this 24 hours. I'm trying to win the day. I'm off to a great start. I hope you are as well. So what are you grateful for today? Favorite thing. One of my favorite things to do, believe it or not, is actually to cook. And I am having the opportunity this weekend, today and tomorrow. I went to the store after the walk with my dad, and I usually don't like to spend a lot of money on me with buying food. I kind of go ahead and buy cheaper things, but and I don't really treat myself to steak very often. But this is going to be a steak weekend, along with a couple of other items that I'm going to throw on the grill as well. And I'm really going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy how nice the weather is today, and hopefully the same tomorrow, and just do a lot of grilling and chilling. So that's my favorite thing for this weekend that I'm going to go into action with. And finally, drive. I talk to my children a lot about drive, having that inner drive. At times in my life, I have been a very driven individual. And oddly enough, that's when I was making healthy choices along the way. But there have been times in my life where I have not been as driven as I would like to be, and was a big talker. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. Oh, when are you going to get to this? When are you going to get to that? I guess this coming weekend, and then the weekend comes by. I guess next week. I guess next weekend. So my drive hasn't been where I wanted to be throughout the course of my life, especially in the last few years. So I talk to my kids about drive all the time. My daughter's a very driven individual. My son has drive, but unfortunately, you got to kind of push him a little bit to get into his drive mode. So, drive for me today is that I'm going to continue working on some things that I have said in the past that I wanted to work on. Started doing that this morning with some projects inside the house. I'm going to be doing some projects outside of the house today. And so drive for me is finding the motivation to get these things done today and feel good about it when I wake up tomorrow morning. So let's talk a little bit more about drive. I'm going to go to the notebook now. And again, people think, hey, you should really not read from a notebook. Well, guess what? At least you can't see it today, right? Notebook's down here. All right, going with drive. Drive is an innate, biologically determined urge to attain a goal or satisfy a need. Drive is to have energy and determination. Drive is to have an appetite and a hunger. Drive is an initiative or an instinct. Drive is a push and a desire. So these are all things that describe what drive is. It's not just driving a car. Well, we riding? Well, I'm with you, homie. No. Drive is something from inside that you're going to bring forth and get things done. And how well you get these things done is where, how much drive you have in you. So when you see someone that is driven, okay, and these are things that I look for in someone that's driven and hope to encapsulate or bring into myself so that I can become driven in this way, shape, or form also. So talk about 5 things here. When you see someone that is driven, you can see their actions. They're not just talking. You can see their movement from where they have gone to where they are getting to and where they have gotten to, right? So you can see the actions, you can see the movement that takes place. 2, a driven person, when you look at someone and see if they're driven, they are striving to advance. They're striving to move forward. They're striving for excellence in a lot of cases, but sometimes they're willing to take baby steps. They're going to they're going to crawl before they walk before they run before they sprint, right? But they're striving for that advancement, okay? Whether it's baby steps, baby stepping to the exercise mat, baby stepping to do push-ups. That was a movie. Or whatever, okay? Striving to excel or advance. 3, you look at a driven person, okay? What are they doing? What are they doing? All right? Where are they going? Where is it that they are trying to get to? All right? And how are they going about getting there? Okay? So you got the what, where, how mentality there. Okay? What are they driven about? Where are they going on this drive? All right? And what are they doing? What are the steps they're taking to get there? All right? 4, where they are, where they start. All right? And where they continue to go, and the fact that they're not being static. They're not starting here, going a little bit, and stopping for a long period of time. Okay? Where are they? Where are they going? Are they going in big steps, little steps, medium steps? All right? But they're going somewhere. They're not being static. And these are all things, when I say they are, I'm talking about trying to incorporate this into me. All right? And 5, driven people are achieving success. Okay? They're achieving some sort of success. Even if you try it and it's not successful, you have been driven enough to give it a shot. I did a little painting project on my front door. Did not come out great. Not going to lie. Really did not. But I've been wanting to do it for a long time, and at least I tried it. I took some baby steps, and I tried it. I am going to try and touch it up and make it a little bit better. And really, from the street, it doesn't look that bad. Now, you get up close, you're going to say, who did this? Oh, Coach Bear. Yeah, stick to the road to happy destiny and not become a painter by trade. All right. So anyway, we are running short on time. Yes, we really are. I apologize. I've got nobody giving me signals about the time we're going to. One last thought I want to give or leave with you for today and for tomorrow, for the whole weekend, is this. Hey, be happy, be free, be grateful. All right, thank you so much for joining us today. I will be back tomorrow, whether I'm with a camera person or Dan the Man, the cameraman, or doing this by myself now that I know that I can. So let us close today with the first part of the Serenity Prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Happy Saturday. Have a great day. Love having y'all. Please subscribe to YouTube. I want to get this subscription number up to over 100. We're in the mid-60s right now. Push people to subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. Peace.